Hey, welcome back to the weekend edition of Central Valley Talk Live. It's Saturday, right before Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving just a couple days away. I'm Austin Reed. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Austin Reed on air. Our next guest here on the weekend edition of Central Valley Talk, joining us live in our Tower District studios today, I've got Susan Bechara, along with Devin, a.k.a. TheKidGhost. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Austin.
Now, Susan, you are with Comprehensive Behavioral Services.
Correct.
In Fresno.
Yes.
And you used to have a show here at Central Valley Talk,
Yes.
so you're just on a little break right now. Tell me a little bit about, first, CBS.
Comprehensive Behavioral Services. Okay, actually, the program originated from the nonprofit called House of Hope for Youth. I was the founder, and that was in 1987. And in 2007, we closed it down as a nonprofit. So we use the same model and the same mission statement and the same philosophy called Comprehensive Behavioral Services, strictly targeting youth that has been involved in a gang, troubled youth, very high-risk youth, and families too, from disadvantaged neighborhood and all that stuff. The reason I changed that and becoming from nonprofit to profit, well, really not profit, it's just working with the youth, is because when you're serving the kind of kids we do, right, for all these years, it's very difficult sometimes when people are really not understanding it. It's just too many regulation, red tape, and bureaucracy with the politics, especially these days, right? So I had to get rid of that because we can't really reach out to kids because our mission is to focus on the kids and to focus on the clients that we're targeting, because sometimes money gets on the way. So that's why I changed it to Comprehensive Behavioral Services, so we can really be targeted that more. And you said in Fresno, now we've expanded to Parlier.
Oh, wow.
Yes, we've been very actively involved in Parlier, especially this year. We were in Parlier providing services over there since 2012. But this year, we were blessed because the city, the mayor, and the city council has actually granted us a grant to contract the services for their population over there, especially the youth. And so through that, since April of this year, we've been working with the school district also. So now we're infiltrating into the middle school, the high school, and the continuation. And we got a lot of support. That's a very actively involved community. And so that's why I brought Devin over here, because he's here on behalf of Michael Carter, who's also Michael Blue Eyes, most kids know, entertainment group.
Yeah, he came on the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're working very closely with them for the last 2 months, too. So they're providing a lot of activities with us. So, yeah.
So, Devin, tell me a little bit about your excitement with this.
Honestly, man, I think it's really awesome. Just from my background, being a troubled kid myself, and just looking for change, you know what I mean? It's a good outlet, and I feel like giving back to the community is something that, resonates with everybody in Relentless Vision, you know what I mean? So I enjoy it, man. It brings a lot of joy and happiness to everybody that's involved, so it's nice.
Now, so are you are you a rapper?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So how long have you been working with Relentless Vision now?
We've been going at it for about 6 months now.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
For you as a troubled youth, what was that like?
We was just, kids from a small town. We didn't feel like we had anywhere to go, nothing really to do. So, we just started causing trouble, just doing stuff we weren't supposed to. And, it just felt lost. You know what I mean? So,
Susan, what is it like for you hearing that story and then thinking, man, how many Devins can I help?
Well, it's not so much how many I can help. Our model, like I said, we've been doing it for 34 years. I was also a chaplain at Juvenile Hall for 20 years. So basically, Michael, I didn't even know until I met him, working together, that he was one of my students before, a long time ago when he was in the hall.
Oh, how funny.
I know, what a small world.
Yeah.
But anyway, the model that I use is not so much how do you change them. Mm-hmm. It's a matter of whether they want some change. So I have a philosophy on accountability, responsibility, and consequence. And we enforce that very, very strictly in our program. Okay? Because these young people had a hard life, depending on what their situations are, they're all victims. But what I don't allow is have them continue to have a victimized thinking. That means just because they've been a victim of a situation, we all are, so am I. You know, I'm originally from Hong Kong. You know, so we all been victim of a situation. We know that. But how are we going to help them if we keep doing things for them and they wouldn't be able to make it on their own? So my model is to make them be empowered. You know, hearing people like Michael, hearing people like Devin through the music, because I can't do the same thing I did 20 years ago. I've got to go with the trend. You know, what can attract those youth. So that's why we use music as one of those tools. The kind of music they're hearing right now is such a baloney, and it's a lot of really bad rap, you know. So what we're trying to do is using the same kind of music, because I'm a musician myself.
Okay.
But yet the message is different. It's more positive and showing them that anybody can change if they allow it. And we're very strong Christian organization, you know, with me. Not a faith-based organization, but I'm a strong Christian. I use a lot of biblical principle when I'm telling these kids, you know, you can't keep preaching Jesus, Jesus, but you have to show a lot of unconditional tough love. That's what our approach is. No sugarcoating, nothing. That's why in my talk show, when I used to do it, I said, get to the point. Is come on, stop it. You know, like, stop watering it down. Just tell the truth, because these kids are not stupid. They need the truth. And a lot of people are not reaching them because they really have a different philosophy trying to change them. You can't change anybody. They all have free will. What you can do is give them guidance, give them the tools, and let them work on it, you know, and we'll be there. That's why we have a very strong component in mentoring also.
Devin, tell me a little bit about some of the lyrics that you write and your experience thus far in music.
So basically, my writing process, I often reflect on things that I've been through, you know, the way that I see things, and how I can put it in perspective to today, you know what I mean? So I reflect on the past, and then I gear it towards how I can change in the future, you know, just to empower the listener, you know what I mean? Because even though my story might be different from others, we can still have that level to where we can compare, you know what I mean? So that's basically the writing process. And
then looking ahead, what are you hoping to accomplish in your musical career now?
Honestly, just connect to as many people as I can and keep sharing the message. You know what I mean? Like Susan said, just dilute the mainstream music that's out now. You know what I mean? And push that positivity and push the better message. So.
And I would imagine, Susan, that, you know, with your experience, you know, for young kids listening to music that is
very powerful. They spend a lot of time with the social media and the music. They get bored, you know, and it's on and on and on in their mind. And that's why when we use music, because I had music in me that helps me make changes in my own life. You see, that's why we gotta use whatever tools necessary for these kids. That's why one of the reasons why we are now partner with Relentless Vision is because Mike's company has a different approach when it comes to rapping, you know, and I'm very selective what I want to bring in people or partners, because I've been around for so long. There are a lot of people out there, they're con artists, I'll be honest with you. They want to come and they say they want to do this, they want to do that. I know that. I've learned it. You know, they say they're going to do a lot of things, but nothing ever happens. And I don't allow these kids to be damaged as it is already. They've been through a lot, so they also know, mostly the gang members and stuff, they know who's real and who's not real. So that's why they always respect me, you know, and we have any events coming up. We make sure that we bring in rappers that are more Christian-oriented, like we have one coming up right now. It's just depending on the city of Parlier to give us the blessings. You know, everything is already done. We've already got everything together. Is having Ray Young coming in. He's a Christian rapper. And then I guess their company is going to be bringing in 20 more volunteers, and I have 10 more to work with the kids, mentoring the kids, and just having a very clean fun, you know, with the police department. So we have all that support. I've been in Fresno a lot, but Fresno becomes so political and everybody is trying to compete with each other. When you're in a small town, it's a lot easier, not only because of that. The gang are actually worse in small town because they have nothing to do, no recreation. So that's what we're trying to do, is bring in a lot of activities into Parlier.
Smaller towns,
and then my goal is to infiltrate all the little towns, because Fresno is in a central valley Fresno has a lot going on already, and everybody wants to be chief, but nobody wants to do the work. So I don't have time for that. I've been through it. I've been through the political, arena. I've been through a lot of this bureaucracy stuff. So for me, I'm done with that. You guys know what I do. You want to be partner with us? Sure, I'm available always, right? We work very closely with probation. 80% of our clientele are from probation.
Okay.
Now we got these schools, right? So I'd rather focus on one town at a time, and get these kids to have something positive going on, because they don't have anything. They don't have cinema. They have anything. The mayor has been very actively, very supportive, and the district now too coming on board. That's what works. As a city, raising the child within the whole community, not just giving it to them, but making them work for it and be part of the solution rather than just, giving it to them. Everything is a given thing. When it's becoming so ridiculous. It's an entitlement community, right? With what we have right now, with the way the governor is running it right now. Oh my God, it's out of control. I wish people in Sacramento. Now you don't get me started with that. With the people in Sacramento, right? I'm not doing my show, but this is just Susan.
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on in here. In town, in this kid's life, in this crime scene, right? And they're playing their little politics up in their nice little chamber in Sacramento, trying to solve the problem up there, like what they're trying to do with the prison and everything. That is so ridiculous. They need to spend some time over here, maybe stay in the prison for about a week, and see the kind of solution they're trying to do. That's why the juveniles are running wild. Crime is going up in Fresno, everywhere in the country. This is really unrealistic. So something's got to be done. So for me, I'm just going to do my part, whatever works for those kids. I don't have time anymore for any other nonsense. Just like the other day, they were talking about CPS. Remember the story about kids in CPS? They were sleeping.
Yeah.
To me, that's a joke. I sit on that board for 8 years. That's nothing new. I talked to Nathan about it. Nathan Maxick, I've known him when he was a DA. I talked to him about it. It's nothing new. What do you mean? It's right in front of your eyes. You mean you don't know? Ridiculous.
Yeah.
They know.
That
it's
came
not
out,
like,
right.
oh my God, I was surprised. You really? You see?
It was breaking news when they did it. So
So
breaking news 8 years later.
now, can you see why I'm in trouble? Because I just tell the truth.
Yeah.
This is my program.
Yep.
The truth.
People can learn more about comprehensive behavioral services. They can call you, right?
They can call me anytime.
Okay.
My number is down there. If they really want to call me directly, they can call me at 559-349-6125. That's my cell phone. It's on 24/7.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, they can reach me there.
Perfect. All right. 1 a.m. Somebody's going to be calling you from Central Valley
No
Talk.
problem. No problem.
And then the Kid Ghost, how can people listen to your music and learn more about you?
At TheKidGhost, all platforms.
Perfect. And then people can also connect with Relentless Vision Entertainment.
Relentless Vision. We got the relentlessvision.com, and then we also got TheKidGhost.com, so both websites.
Very good. Fun conversation. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, that's
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah.
We really thank you for that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Been
Susan
thankful.
Bechara, everybody, and Devin, a.k.a. The Kid Ghost. That's going to do it for Central Valley Talk this weekend. Thanks for joining us. We are going to be back on Wednesday with Central Valley Talk live starting at 11 a.m. So in the meantime, have a great rest of your weekend. I'm Austin Reed. We'll see you next week.